What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My voice is a little bit hoarse today. I just had a dunk contest yesterday. I came out of retirement to do a dunk competition for Jordan brand. If you want to check it out, you can go to Dunkademics and the dunk contest is on there. This lift that I am showing here is, I believe it was my second to last lift before the dunk contest. It was a little bit of a weird deload because this dunk contest kind of popped up out of nowhere. I decided to do it last second and I was in the middle of a high volume cycle. So I decided to not deload. I just took like one of the lift days out of the week and decided to do that. So wasn't jumping as high as I could have, but I'm prioritizing my training right now. That's always the priority, and I kind of just choose certain big events to peak for and just live with jumping lower at other times of the year. But as you can see here, I am doing sumo deadlift. I am warming up with 225, and as you can tell from the title of the video, I asked, do sumo deadlifts help you jump higher? Before we get into that, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I am not a power lifter, and this is actually the first training cycle that I've ever done sumo deadlifts. I typically do not like them. I've never been a fan of them just because of the little range of motion. But I have gained a bigger respect for them. I have like pretty terrible like anthropometry for it. My levers, I have really long legs, and I have really bad external rotation in my hips. So it can be hard to get into that like wide split stance. But I have been working on it, and I am getting more flexible in my hips and like groin area. That's always been just a really bad flexibility spot for me. And I actually, if I stretch too much, it becomes painful, and it feels better when I don't stretch. So I just never stretch that area. But I have been building it up every week. I think the first week of this training cycle, this is week 3. The first week I did 275. Second week did 315. And this week I worked up to a pretty heavy weight. I just did 5x5. The volume has been increasing with each lift as well, because this is a high volume cycle, right? The goal is to build up my work capacity. And my big training goal for deadlift this year is to deadlift 500 pounds. Now, why am I doing sumo deadlifts? I'm not a power lifter. I'm just trying to jump higher. Why am I doing sumo deadlifts? One word, and that is variety. If you do the same lift over and over again, same set, same reps, the same lift, and you don't change anything, you'll run into something called training accommodation, and you basically stop adapting to whatever stimulus you're imposing on your body. So I'm not doing sumo deadlift to get better at it per se. It's literally just to add variety. I've been deadlifting for like doing conventional deadlifts for like 6 months now, so we're throwing this in there, add some variety, and that can cause your body to adapt to some new stimulus. And here I actually worked up to 405. Mind you, 425 used to be my conventional deadlift PR a couple years ago. My conventional deadlift is now 485, and I was actually pretty surprised with this weight. It was moving pretty easily. And yeah, it's something like 2 years ago, I don't even think I could deadlift 405 for 1 rep. So it's really cool to see my strength kind of climbing up here. The goal, I'm taking forever to gather my breath here. Before I deadlift, I basically just do a few breaths and I just focus on bracing my core. I used to have a lot of back issues. So one of the most important things that I learned was how to brace correctly. Another thing that I saw that was really bad here is you can see I'm shifting all my weight to my left leg. And I think the reason I'm doing that is because I used to have PFP on my right leg, on my right knee. And that was basically like a really sharp pain in a quarter squat position with my right leg. So I think anytime I get into that quarter squat position, my body just naturally just shifts all the pressure to my left leg. So gotta really just focus on that the next few times I deadlift. But I was feeling pretty good, and here I decided to load up the bar with 455. I was feeling myself. I wanted to see if I could get it. And as you can see here, I brought it up probably like 3 inches and then I bailed on the rep. I definitely could have grinded that rep out, but I decided to play it safe, especially with my lower back. Like anytime I can feel my technique breaking even a tiny bit, I cut the rep, and ideally I don't even feel the technique break. I stopped before that. I ran into a lot of back issues because of that. I would let my spine round a tiny bit during deadlifts, and over the course of weeks, months, even years, that can lead to a lot of back issues down the line. So just really careful with that. Now for my least favorite part of the workout, I had 17 rep squats programmed in. We started, the first week was 14, second week was 15 reps, and this week is 17. This is the last week of building up volume, and then I'm deloading this week actually. That's why the reps just keep going up every week. And I've actually been dealing with something called exertion headaches during this training cycle. I don't know if any of you guys have ever dealt or heard of exertion headaches. If you have, comment down below what your experiences are with it. I did some research on it, and a lot of people have no idea what causes it. People usually just take a couple weeks off and they go away. I've been kind of stupid and I haven't stopped training, and I run into a lot of issues with it when I do high volume training. I'm actually going to get a brain MRI pretty soon just to rule out anything serious. I doubt there's anything serious going on, but it's got to be safe. But I was dealing with that, and instead of doing the 3 sets of 17, I was like, you know what, let me just go for 1 set of 20, go really hard, and I'll end the workout right there. And I actually ended up getting my 20 reps, which was hell on earth. Yeah, just really hard. But yeah, the video is coming to an end now, guys. As always, you can go to THPstrength.com if you want to sign up for online coaching, get coached by me and John Evans personally to jump higher. Like the video, helps the channel a lot. Comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and get gains, baby.